Geobyte.
Hi students, welcome to the GeoByte Diploma series. In this video, we will discuss the SFD and BMD for overhanging beams. In the last videos or in the previous videos, we discussed the cantilever beam with point loads and UDLs and simply supported beam with point loads, then the combined effect of point load and UDL. In this video, let us discuss the SFD BMD for overhanging beam, first with only point loads. Look at the diagram. It consists of supports. It consists of supports at two locations. At A support is there. At B also support is there. But the beam is extended beyond the supports. Let this is the C, D, E. This is the E. Now, first you need to find the reaction at A and reaction at B. You need to find the RA and RB separately. For finding the RA and RB, first let me write like this: RA plus RB, sum of the reactions equal to sum of the actions, equal to algebraic sum of forces. 2 plus 3 plus 1, it is equal to 6 kilonewtons. Next, taking moments about P or about A, taking moments about A, you can take the moments about either A or B. With respect to A, RB is developing anti-clockwise moment. The moment due to RP is like this: RB multiplied by distance up to A. Distance up to A is 7. This is the anti-clockwise moment. It must be equal to clockwise moment developed due to point loads. One clockwise moment due to 2 kilonewtons is 2 multiplied by 2. One more clockwise moment due to 3 kilonewtons is 3 multiplied by up to distance A, 5, plus one more moment is due to 1 kilonewton up to distance 1 kilonewton, 1 multiplied by the distance up to A. Distance up to A is 8. Simplify this value for getting RB equal to. Simplify this value. I got 3.85. I got the answer 3.85 kilonewtons. Then what is the RA? RA equal to 6 minus 3.85. It is equal to 6 minus 3.85, 2.15. 2.15 kilonewtons. Let us write those values. RA equal to 2.15, RB equal to 3.85. That is how you can find the RA, RB separately. Now let us find the shear force values. Let us find the shear force values. Shear force calculations. Downward forces should be taken positive. Upward forces should be taken negative. We are finding the shear force values from right to left. Look at the diagram. SF at C. SF at C equal to at C. 1 kilonewton load is acting vertically downward. Downward load is positive. It is 1 kilonewton. Next, SF at B. Already 1 kilonewton is there. At B, it is reaction is acting vertically upwards. Minus 3.85 kilonewton. It is equal to minus 2.85 kilonewtons. Similarly, SF at D, already minus 2.85 is there. At D, it is downward force. Vertically downward force is taken as positive. Plus 3 equal to 0.15 kilonewton. Similarly, shear force at E equal to already 0.15 kilonewton is there. Plus at E, it is vertically downward force to 2.15 kilonewton. Exactly at A, SF at A, already 2.15 kilonewton is there, which is acting vertically downward. At A, it is 2.15 upwards, because it is reaction 2.15. The summation is equal to 0. I think all of you understood. Now let us have the projections for constructing the SF diagram. Thin line from the all respective points. Thin lines from the respective points. Now let us draw the reference line. Let us draw the reference line. This may be reference line, positive, negative. The points are like A, B. It's not B. At the supporting point, I have taken the B. Just marking only, it's not compulsory. B, C, D, and E. Dear students, look at the shear force values. At C, it is plus 1 kilonewton. SF at B, it is minus 2.85. Negative values are downside. SF at D, it is 0.15. 0.15. Next, SF at E, 2.15. 2.15. Exactly at A, it is 0. Now start from the C, go for the value. All are point loads only. Come to the next line, go for the value. Come to the next line, go for the value. Come to the next line, go for the value. Come to the next line, go for the value. That is the shear force diagram. Now what you do, you have to mark the boundaries. You have to mark the boundaries like this. It is like this. It should be marked like this. Now write the SFD, shear force diagram. Of course, this is the SFD. Now let us go for the BM calculations. I hope all of you understood. Now let us go for the BM calculations. In this case, shear force diagram changes its sign from positive to negative or negative to positive at B and D. At these 2 points B and D, shear force diagram is changing from positive to negative. Therefore, maximum bending moment may be either at B or D. Now let us go for the BM calculations. BM calculations. What is the clockwise moments? Negative. Anti-clockwise moments? Positive. Very good. Now look at the BM. BM at. For a simply supported beam, BM at the reactions equal to 0, where reactions are placed at the both ends of the simply supported beam. But in overhanging beam, the beam is extended beyond the supports. That's why the bending moment need not be 0 at B, but bending moment is 0 at both ends. That means bending moment at C equal to 0 and bending moment at A equal to 0. Bending moment at both ends 0, not both supports. Whereas for simply supported beam, bending moment at both supports 0, because supports are placed at the ends. Next, come to the BM value at B. You just count how many loads are there. Before B, only 1 kilonewton load is there, that is developing the clockwise moment. Minus 1 into 1 is equal to minus 1 into 1 equal to minus 1 into 1 equal to minus 1 kilonewton meter. Next, BM at D. BM at D equal to, you just count how many loads are there before D. Before D, 2 loads are there. 1 kilonewton is acting vertically downwards, reaction is acting vertically upwards. Then minus 1 into up to distance D, 3. I hope you understood why I took the minus n, because 1 kilonewton is developing the clockwise moment, plus RB is developing the anti-clockwise moment. 3.85 plus 3.85, 1 minute. 3.85 multiplied by 2. That is the BM at 1 minute. 3.85. 3.85 into, space is important here. 3.85 into 2. Now BM at E. BM at E equal to, count how many loads are there. How many loads are there before E? 1 kilonewton, 3 kilonewtons are actions, RB is the reaction. Moment due to 1 kilonewton minus 1 into up to distance E, that is 6, plus moment due to reaction 3.85 into up to distance E, 5. Again, the moment due to load at D, minus 3 into 5. It is also developing the clockwise moment. 3 into 5. 3 into 3, not 5. 3 into, minus 3 into 3. Simplify the values for getting the bending moment at different locations. Look at the values, simplified values. I simplified with calculator. Then with this information, let us construct the BM diagram. Should draw the reference line such that bending moment diagram should come on both sides of the reference line. Whereas in simply supported beam, the bending moment is the positive side only. Positive side. Otherwise, 1 minute. Is like this. Mark the points like A, B, C, D, and E. SF at C, BM at C is 0, A also 0. At B it is -1, 1 -1 kilonewton meter. At D it is 4, 4.7, it might be 4.75 kilonewton meter. Here it is 4.25. Since it has only point loads, the BM is varying by straight line variation. All the straight lines, just join them. Just join them. Join them. This is not horizontal line, slight variation. This is the BM diagram. BM diagram, then you should do the makeup like this. This is the BM diagram. That is the BM diagram. I hope all of you understood. One interesting point here is, look at the BM diagram. Somewhere at K, let us mark a point. Let this is the K. At that K, bending moment diagram changes its sign from negative to positive or positive to negative. That point is called point of contraflexure. Remember, that point of contraflexure is occurring only for overhanging beam. The point of contraflexure definition is like this. The point at which the bending moment diagram changes its sign from positive to negative or from negative to positive, from negative to positive is called, this point is very important, point of contraflexure. Point of contra, FLEXURE. The point where the bending moment diagram changes its sign from negative to positive or positive to negative is called point of contraflexure. Point of contraflexure that is occurring according to our diagram at K. Now you may be asked to find the examination, you may be asked to find the also find the point of contraflexure. Anyhow, point of contraflexure is occurring at K, that is in between B and D at point K. At that point of contraflexure, what is the BM value, my dear students? Look at the diagram, BM diagram. Bending moment value is 0 because where the bending moment diagram changes its sign from negative to positive. So at point of contraflexure, at point of contraflexure, at point of contraflexure, the bending moment value is bending moment value is 0. At point of contraflexure, bending moment equal to 0. Now let us find the point of contraflexure. So according to our diagram, the point of contraflexure is occurring in between B and D. So now BM at K, let that is occurring at a distance of x. That point of contraflexure is occurring at a distance of x from the B, like this. That x you have to find it. Then Bm at K equal to, tell me, Bm at K equal to minus 1 into, look at the diagram, minus 1 into up to distance K, 1 plus x. एक minute, space is 1 plus 1 plus x plus momentum due to reaction RB 3.85 times the x. It must be equal to 0. From this you can find the x value. This is how practically you have to find the point of contraflexure. It is minus 1 minus x plus 3.85 x, 3.85 x. 3.85 x is equal to 0. Now it is 2.85 x. 2.85 x equal to 1. 2.85 x equal to 1. Therefore x equal to 1 by 2.85 meters. Simplify this value. 1 by 2.85 is 0.35 meters. 0.35 meters. Therefore point of contraflexure is occurring. Therefore point of contraflexure is occurring at a distance of 0.35 meters from B. From the point B, point of contraflexure is occurring. Point of contraflexure is occurring at a distance of x. That x is found as 0.35 meters. So with this problem completed. I hope all of you understood. If you need any clarifications, you can send a message to me. Definitely I will answer for you in online. Now let us go for the overhanging beam with UDL, uniformly distributed load. Look at the problem. It is given that overhanging beam, you are asked to draw the SFD and BMD and also find the point of contraflexure. This kind of problem more frequently asking. First let us mark the states. This is the A, B supports AB and C, that is the C and this is the D. First you need to find the RA and RB. Let RA be the reaction at A, RB with the reaction at B. RA plus RB. RA plus RB equal to sum of the loads. 6 kilonewton point load plus 5 kilonewton is also point load plus UDL multiplied by UDL distance 2 into 2, because sum of the reactions equal sum of the point loads only. 4 15 RA plus RB, you got 15 kilonewtons. Now taking moments about A, we are going to take the moments about A. Then with respect to A, RB is developing anti-clockwise moment. RB into up to distance A 6, it must be equal to clockwise moments developed due to the actions. 6 into up to distance A 5 7, this is one moment, plus 5 into 2, another moment due to point load, plus UDL effect. 2 into 2 gives the point load. Assume that point load is acting at the middle of the AD, from that middle point to up to distance A, that is 2 by 1 1. From this we can decide the RB value. Let us decide the RB value. So I got RB is 9.34 kilonewtons. Then RA equal to 15 minus 9.34. 15 minus 9.34. It is 5.66 kilonewtons. 5.1 minute. RA equal to 5.66 kilonewtons. Now let us have the SF calculations. Shear force calculations. Downward forces positive, upward forces negative. Sign representation. That is the sign representation. Now let us find the shear force values. Shear force at C. At C it is downward force, should be taken as positive 6 kilonewtons. Let me write RA, RB. RA, how much you got? 5.66. RB you got 9.34. Okay, kilonewtons. Now SF at B. SF at B. SF at B equal to, already 6 is there, at B it is minus 9.34, equal to minus 3.34 kilonewton. Next, SF at D, already minus 3.34 is there. At D it is downward force positive 1.66 kilonewtons. Now SF at just before, because at A, one UDL effect is there, one point load effect is there. SF at just before A, for that you need to consider only effect of UDL. So 1.66 already is there, plus UDL multiplied by UDL distance, 2 into 2, finally it is 5.66 kilonewtons. Then SF at exactly A equal to, already 5.66 is there, minus 5.66. At A, RA is there, that is acting vertical upwards. Vertical upward force should be taken as negative. Vertical upward force should be taken as negative. So it must be equal to 0. Now you project the thin lines like this, thin lines. Draw a reference line first. Draw a reference line. Draw a reference line. Draw a reference line. This is the positive. This is the negative. A, B, C, and D. SF at C plus 6 kilonewtons. Plus 6 kilonewtons. SF at D. SF at B minus, okay, minus 3.34 kilonewtons. SF at D, SF at D plus 1.66. SF at just before A 5.66. And finally it is 0. Yes. Start from the end point C. Go for the value. Come to the next line. Go for the value. Come to the next line. Go for the value. Come to the next line. Go for the value. Go for the value. Under UDL, it should be a straight line. It should be a straight line. And finally come back to the A. This is the shear force diagram. Now what you do? Go for the makeup. For makeup, what color we use? Okay, this color let us use. Let us use that color. The system becomes slow because more material may be stored. I will remove it. This is the marking at the boundary marking. This is the shear force diagram. SFD. Now come to the BM calculations. Here look at the shear force diagram. Shear force diagram changes its sign from positive to negative or negative to positive at B and D. Therefore maximum bending moment may be occurring either at B or D. Let us repeat the same point. Look at the diagram. The shear force diagram changes its sign from positive to negative or negative to positive at B and D. Therefore, maximum bending moment may be occurring either at B or D. Now let us find the bending moment values. Bending moment values. BM calculations. For that, clockwise moment is negative. Anti-clockwise moment is positive. Now BM at both ends 0. BM at C equal to 0 and BM at this point already we discussed. BM at A also equal to 0. 1 minute. BM at A also equal to 0. Next, BM at B. Just count how many loads are there before B. Only one point load. Is that point load developing clockwise moment or anti-clockwise moment? Clockwise moment. clockwise moment is positive or negative? Clockwise moment is, look at the clockwise moment. Clockwise moment is, this is clockwise moment. Clockwise moment is negative. So Bm at P equal to minus 6 into 1. It is equal to minus 6 kilonewton meter. Similarly, Bm at D. Bm at D equal to, count how many loads are there before D. Before D, 2 loads are there. One point load at C, one reaction at B. Point load is developing the clockwise moment negative. Reaction is developing anti-clockwise moment positive. So minus 6 into up to distance D 5 plus reaction is developing anti-clockwise moment 9.34 multiplied by 4. Simplify the value for getting the bending moment. Anyhow, bending moment at A equal to 0. Let us simplify the values. So I got the Bm at D 7.36. Now project the vertical lines. Project the vertical lines. For constructing the Bm diagram, take the reference line. Take the reference line such that Bm bending moment diagram should be coming on both positive and negative side. This is the A, C, B and D. At C it is 0. At A also it is 0. At B it is minus 6 kilonewton meter. At D it is 7.36 kilonewton meter. Now start from C. The bending moment diagram is linearly varying due to point loads. Because of point loads, bending moment diagram linearly varying. 1 minute. Should be very careful while you are constructing the diagram like this. Straight line variation. And look at the diagram between the D and C. Between the D and A. It is UDL. UDL is varying parabolic curve like this. That is the Bm diagram. Bm diagram. Then what you do? Enlarge it to have the boundary. In new color. It is new color. This is the boundary. So that is how you can construct the SFD and BMD for the overhanging beam. Dear students, look at the diagram. The bending moment diagram changes its sign. The bending moment diagram changes its sign somewhere here from negative to positive or positive to negative. At that point K, maximum point of contrafluxure is occurring. You know, point of contrafluxure means the point where the bending moment diagram changes its sign from negative to positive or positive to negative is called point of contrafluxure. That point of contrafluxure is occurring at a distance of K. So you project a vertical line. This is the point of contrafluxure point is at a distance of x from the B. You need to find the point of contrafluxure distance. Now Bm, 1 minute, I will change the color. Bm at K equal to 0. At point of contrafluxure, bending moment is 0. Now let us find the bending moment at K. Minus 6 into 1 plus x, that is the moment due to load at free end 6 kilonewton plus moment due to reaction 9.34 into x. The reason why we took the positive sign for the reaction is it is developing the anti-clockwise moment is taken as positive. It is minus 6x plus 9.34 x is equal to 0. 3.34 x equal to 3.34 x equal to 6. X equal to 6 by 3.34. Simplify it. 6 divided by 3.34. The answer is 1.79 meters. Answer is 1.79 meters. Therefore, point of contrafluxure is occurring at a distance of 1.79 meters from the point B. Let me write that point. The point of contrafluxure, that point is very, very important. Point of contrafluxure is occurring at a distance of 1.79 meters 1.79 meters from 1.79 meters from the point what? From the point B. From B. That is about the SFD and BMD and point of contrafluxure for the overhanging beam with point loads and the UDL. With this, my dear students, I am closing the overhanging beams. I hope all of you understood the SFD and BMDs. With this diagrams part, I am closing with this video. In the next video, we will discuss the relation between the load, shear force and bending moment. That part also important. But the diagrams I am closing with this one. Definitely if I find some time, I will prepare some more extra problems from the SFD and BMD. Please practice all these problems. These are all very, very important problems. You try to put on the paper with pencil or pen. Definitely you will get the doubts. Once you get the doubt, you just go through the video. Still, if you have doubt or if you need any clarification, you can approach me through the message. Definitely, I will explain to you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please, please subscribe and please forward these videos to your friends, diploma friends. These are very, very important and valid videos at the diploma level. Please encourage us by subscribing our videos or our channel, that is GeoByte. Thank you. Thank you very much.
GeoByte.